one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Naruto Chapter 608 came out today, and it is entitled Kakashi's Resolve. I'm just gonna go ahead and just give my opinion on it right now before I just explain what happened in it. My opinion on it personally, I thought it was boring. I didn't even really say that because I'm not gonna lie, I've been bored of the Naruto chapters for a while now. Like honestly, I've been bored of the Naruto chapters like ever since Itachi and Sasuke met up and went to go fight Kabuto. I've been bored since. So, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was boring. I thought that the flashbacks were useless. I thought it was just a lazy way to fill up a chapter. And if you want to dislike, the video because I said that, go right a fucking head. But it's not gonna change my opinion on it. But on to the review. Crashing this plane. Chapter starts off with Obito throwing some shuriken at Kakashi, and Kakashi puts up that dog wall thing that he used against Pain to block them. And Obito activates his Sharingan and not activates, it was already activated, but he just slipped through Kakashi's wall, and he just charges him, whatever. And again, this is a part of the manga that I just thought was completely ridiculous. Kakashi's like, why? And Obito was like, just shut up. And when Kakashi said why, the first thing I thought was shut the fuck up. Like, you know why. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know why. Like, he just told you, like, some chapters ago that because you let Ring die. So, that is the why. That is exactly the why. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but I really just gotta say, I don't know what the fuck Kishimoto is doing. Like, I have no idea what's going on right now. It just seems to me like, it really do seem to me like, ever since the whole reveal of Obito being Toby, like I said, which I'm pretty sure every one of us kind of already had guessed, it seemed like his ideas had just been getting pulled out of his ass and just coming from left field, because a lot of this stuff doesn't even make sense. A lot of the stuff is just like a repetition of itself within the chapter. Like, in this, like after this stuff with Obito slipping through the wall, he goes on to say like everything is trash, and then he pulls Kakashi into his inner world. And then here we get the flashbacks. Kakashi is remembering Obito as he was, when they were children. And I was like, whatever, fine. He's still holding on to the notion of his friend being the way that he was once upon a time. Like I said before, that's fine. If you want to show the duality of these characters and the parallel that they have, that is fine. That's fine for me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, Kishimoto, you do all your works based on the duality and the parallels. I understand that. So if you want to display that more, I'm totally cool with that. But I get mad when I see stuff that's completely and utterly unnecessary. I mean, we had most of these flashbacks in the Obito flashback, so we don't need to see them twice. That's not a duality or a parallel. That, my friend, is a repetition. It's not the same. And then after this, Kakashi uses Kamui to get out of that inner world. Then it cuts to a separate panel, and it shows that pretty much Naruto, Guy, and B are getting the shit guy in them by Madara. And Madara's wood dragon is sucking up Naruto's chakra. Well, not Naruto's chakra, the Nine Tails chakra. And yeah, shit just pretty much going bad for Naruto in that aspect. And then it cuts back to Obito and Kakashi, and they're pretty much talking. And Kakashi says, "Obito, why did it turn out like this?" And Obito just staring blankly at him. And then Kakashi says, possibly one of the dumbest things that I have ever heard uttered in a manga. Well, not heard, but read in a manga. He says, does it have something to do with Rin? Motherfucker, what? This is your freaking flashback. What the hell? That's why I said this chapter was, for me anyway, boring and annoying, and the flashbacks were useless, and the dialogue between the characters seemed contrived and all that type of shit. But after this, it cuts to fucking Obito kicking the shit out of Kakashi. I mean, I could barely even see Kakashi's head after Obito fucking kicked him that way. That was funny to me. But after that, they just talking to each other, and you know, Kakashi's like, Obito, you don't have to do this because you're a hero of Konoha. And he agreeing with Obito. He like, yeah, I am trash and all that shit. And Obito's like, whether it's this reality, people who rely on others, or the ones who are relied on, it doesn't matter. We all trash, and that's gonna change when this fucking useless world is remade. And then after this, it shows Naruto, and Naruto goes on to just go on, you know, his little speech mode and shit. He's like, let me tell you something about me. I'm not trash. I'm never going to become trash, and I won't let any of my comrades die. I personally think that I won't let any of my comrades die thing, I think that's a stupid notion to say because you know, this is a war. So, I think that, I ain't gonna lie, I think with great loss comes understanding. You know, I mean, you know, Obito in his case chose to understand the negative side and the negative aspect of how the way the world works, but I think with death, you finally accept, you know, that things ain't in your control, and the only thing that you can do is to protect the shit that you're able to protect. So, but yeah, he goes on to say that shit, and he fucking catches Madara Susanoo staff thing, and he fucking blocks Obito from stabbing Kakashi with those shuriken, and after that, fucking guy just uses that fucking lion tiger head thing. Forgot the name of the move. All I know is that the 7th gate got to be open if you use that move. I remember that much. He did that, and Kakashi did Raikiri, and he's like some type of way he found a new type of resolve. He's pretty much like the shit that I taught you, Naruto, was pretty much based on this guy, and I even let myself waver, so I shouldn't have done that. And then he's like, Obito, the will that you once had is inside of this guy, meaning Naruto, and now I'm going to protect Naruto. And I'm like, whatever. But like I said, I mean, that was just me personally. I thought this shit was boring. I really did think it was boring. I think that considering that this man had a 2-week break, that this shit was, you know, but that's just my personal opinion. I will say this though, the art style on this shit was amazing. I mean, the fact that he was able to incorporate the wooden dragon in the background and all that, as Kakashi and Obito were fighting, I thought that shit was amazingly done. I thought that was beautiful. So if anything, the artwork gets a 10 out of 10. But the chapter and storyline itself, don't even know where that fits in. That's not even a number, but that's what I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a. But yeah, man. Let me know what you thought about the chapter, man. Let me know if you actually still give a fuck. Let me know what you're looking forward to right about now, and that's it for me.